So all over the internet, people are just raving about the Head Extreme Tour and how amazing it is. But it has so much more to give with a little bit of customization. So the Head Extreme Tour has been my racket of choice for the past year and a half. Nothing that's come out since has given me even a slight urge to switch, even though I think this racket is super ugly. And the reason is because it's such a great platform racket. Out of the box, it swings super fast, it delivers great spin, good enough stability, and it just gives you so many options to customize. Depending on what your needs are, you're probably going to be customizing this thing in a completely different way. I've seen tons of people add weight only at 3 and 9. I've seen it only at 12. I've seen a mix. That just goes to show you how well-rounded this racket is and how easily it can be customized and tailored to suit any player. Alright, so what have I done with my Extreme Tour? The first thing is I've added 9 grams of lead up in the tip. That takes the swing weight way up to 338. That is 20 points over the stock form, and that is the key to unlocking power in this stick. You'll notice there's no weight anywhere else in this racket, and that's because I want to keep this racket feeling as fast as possible. I think that's super magical about this frame, and I did not want to get in the way of it. On the other end here, you'll see that I've got a VT Advantic grip. I am just testing the over grip, but underneath is a VT Advantic leather grip. It adds a little bit of weight to counterbalance the stuff at the top, but mainly I've added it for 2 reasons. One, I love the feel of the bevels. I really want to feel that pronounced edge on each corner. Leather grips help contour that handle so you get a better idea of where your grip position is. The next thing is comfort. Initially, I feel like the Extreme has a little bit of buzziness that I wasn't a huge fan of. Nothing like the MP and nothing viciously uncomfortable, but if I was playing a lot during a week, I would notice a little bit of fatigue in my wrist, something that I never experienced with my Yonex. Thankfully, this was the exact time that VT Advantic reached out to me and sent a bunch of their products over. So I tried the strips and the grips. For a long time, I had a 2-strip setup and the leather grip installed. So I had those strips at 3 and 9. Eventually, I decided it was muddying the field a bit too much for me, giving me a little bit more vagueness off center just because it's so good at filtering those vibrations. Not to mention, the strips were out there at 3 and 9, so when you are hitting those off center shots, the strips are right there to soak up that vibration. So I took those off and I'm just with the leather grip now, and it's just the perfect setup. Right now for string, I'm using Vocal Cyclone 17. It's fine. The tension maintenance isn't that great. Strings have gotten a lot better, but I just got a really good deal on a reel. My favorite string with this racket is Grapple Snake Tour Sniper. The reason is the tension maintenance is just the best that I've tried. It holds tension extremely well. I get really good predictability out of that string, and it's got a little bit of a crisper feel. Some honorable mentions that I've also really enjoyed: Grapple Snake Alpha for a softer, more powerful feel. I had a good time, surprisingly, with RPM Blast Rough as well. It also looked cool because it's got that neon yellow color. And the last one is Slinko Confidential. The same reason that I like Tour Sniper. It's consistent feeling, responsive, low powered, encourages you to swing big, but I think the tension maintenance and predictability is just not quite on par with Tour Sniper. So at the end of the day, with an overgrip, a vibration dampener strung with 1.25 millimeter string, the specs are 360 grams, a 31 centimeter balance point, and a 338 swing weight. Were I in better shape, I would definitely be looking at increasing that swing weight to about 350 probably, but I'm not, and I don't anticipate going to the gym anytime soon because they're still closed in my city. So at the end of the day, there's just one question left to ask yourself. Is there anything more you want from your racket? And for me, the answer is no. I'd like to have it heavier, but I'm just not strong enough. The feel is great, nothing to be desired there. I've got just enough comfort with the VT Advantic grip, got great responsiveness out of the string bed, and it just works for me all day, every day. And the Extreme Tour is not like a lot of other rackets who force you to change your game to play well with them. I find that is true with rackets like the RF97 or the Pure Aero. They force you to adapt your game to the racket. The Extreme Tour just is what it is, and it becomes what you want it to become. The Extreme Tour will never stand in your way of pulling off the shot the way you want to. It allows you to focus on your game. You're never thinking about a racket, and I think that's all you can ask for.